Question 1, Hobbs, where have you been?
Alright, man, let me answer that question. I've owed you guys a video for the longest in terms of where I've been. So, the answer to question 1. Honestly, I've been everywhere but on YouTube and Twitch. It's just going to be the normal excuses. I've been dealing with occupation changes, life issues, also as well as health issues, as you guys know if you follow my Discord. So, nothing extravagant in terms of the answers. It's just been dealing with things off camera. So, but hopefully, that's a thing of the past as we move into 2023, 2024. And so, hopefully I could be here consistently this time. So, yeah.
Question 2, when is your next video coming out?
That's a good question. That's what the people want to know. My next video is going to be out in 2 to 3 days. Now, if you're watching this, today is April 15th, 2023. So it's going to be out latest April 18th. And it's going to deal with how to install Project Plus, which is the Smash Melee clone. How to install that on the Android device. I mean, why I'm making that is going to be another question. So,
Question 3, are you quitting YouTube?
I'm going to put my glasses on for this one. Does it look like this cool guy will quit YouTube? It's a rhetorical question. No. To answer your question, no. No, I'm not quitting YouTube. I'm just beginning, actually. I'm going to go harder on YouTube. Quite the opposite, actually. Thought you got me there. But the answer is no. I have a lot of videos planned. I have a lot of series planned. I have a lot of many things planned, which includes YouTube. So, no, I'm not quitting. Maybe in terms of the content, what am I outputting to YouTube? That may change, but in terms of quitting it, no way.
Question 4, why don't you upload more regularly?
Honestly, just a terrible work ethic and a lack of discipline. There's no real extravagant answer to that. Secondly, combine that with indecisiveness plus being a perfectionist, which means I have tons of unfinished work, not just in videos, but in animations and music projects and artworks. My whole hard drive is just filled with unfinished work, you know? And that can eat away at your soul, you know, because you know in the back of your mind you have things you need to finish. But anyway, so that's the answer to question 4. Is just like, yo, I just didn't have a good work ethic and didn't like discipline, really. So my output could have been a lot better. But again, as long as you're alive, you can do better the following day. You know, you can choose to make your future different. So I don't want to get all philosophical, but you know, when I'm wearing the glasses, you know, I'm looking like Tony Montana out here. You feel me? Looking like the main character from GTA Vice City. You feel me? And that's what we gotta do.
So, question 5. Can we expect a stream or a YouTube video schedule?
On YouTube, I'm going to be streaming FGC gaming. That could be Tekken, Street Fighter, or any other FGC mod. Streaming on Twitch is going to be primarily the arts. That's going to be illustration, animation, or I can even throw in some music production in there. You know, like some FL Studio, some hip hop beats, whatever the hell.
Question 6. So you're really good with Miguel. Why don't you attend to any Tekken tournaments?
Ooh, I know you guys been asking me this a lot.
Okay, so my answer to this original question was long as hell, so let's keep it nice and short, you know? That was like 3 months ago, and now we're 3 months wiser from that time. And we're 3 months more attractive with an actual haircut, and we're not looking like a bushman. Shout out to my African dad. Answer to question 6. When I play fighting games, I'm a fan first, traditionally, which means I like the game. I like the game like somebody would like a God of War game or a Dark Souls game or a Witcher game, you know? I like it because it's a good game. I've never been a fan of esports. In fact, I've always been a hater of esports. I never liked it. I never cared for it. To me, it got away from gaming and it became more of like a competition with money on the line. Means it's just less authentic and there's more stakes. It never sat right with me to combine esports with fighting games. That was always like a MLS, you know, like a Counter-Strike or a Call of Duty thing, you know what I mean? Halo, but before it wasn't in fighting games to this level, and now it is. I've never been a fan of it. So that's my personal bias. You can keep that in mind for what I'm about to say next. And so, as the seasons went on in Tekken 7, I lost interest for the game. And as you know earlier, I don't play games I don't like. Like, gaming is fun to me. Like, I don't play that as I never thought of it as a job or nothing. Even when so many people told me, hey, you should compete. Hey, you're good. Hey, you can keep up with any of them top players. I see the way you play online, stuff like this. But even still, I never had the mind link connection to think of it as employment. Think of it as, okay, let me train for 7, 8, 9 hours and let me compete and let me join this tournament. Let me join the Tekken World Tour, all this. Like, to me, it was just a hobby. Like how I was playing games as a kid, I had a very childlike mind, so that caused fan betrayal, and combined with my stubborn, antiquated viewpoints, it just never really happened like that. And so I'm a stubborn guy in real life, and so I ignore a lot of things, and I don't really pay attention to mainstream. So all the racket of players who went through the FGC, who made a name for themselves, all the notable players who've won Evo, and the astronomical growth of the FGC, I just kind of ignored all that, and I just care about, are we playing a good fighting game? Which there's a lane for that too, as you guys can see kind of how I talk and the direction of my channel. The fifth reason is the fact that if I would just work a normal job and play games, that'll be different. But I'm also an animator. And that's what I primarily do in terms of make animations. I'm actually trying to build my own animation studio out here. And that takes a lot of work to make, do commissions, make personal projects, build a portfolio, all this stuff. It takes just as much time to do that as it does to play a fighting game professionally and attempt to compete at a high level. So my hands were in too many cookie jars. So I just never considered the FGC cookie jar like something palatable, So what is that, like a fifth reason? Yeah, so those are all the reasons I never really took it seriously. And to be honest with you, there's not really a resolution to this question because I still feel the same way, but I'm more open to the proliferation of esports. I keep using that word a lot, huh? I'm more open to the growth of esports. And the fact that there's now college teams and all this stuff, I can recognize it as a worthwhile endeavor, for people who do that. So moving forward, because I'm even more so an animator now than I am a fighting game player and fan. So moving forward, I do still plan on streaming AAA games, game mods, stuff like this. I still love fighting games, but I'm just gonna do it with no expectation. If I enjoy a game, if Tekken 8 comes out and I enjoy it, and Miguel's in there, and I'm getting really good at it, then yeah, I'm going to compete more than I have in the past. I'm going to actively look to join tournaments, actively look for meetups in the city I'm in, stuff like that. But I'm just not holding an expectation. I'm just taking it as I go and enjoying life and enjoying fighting games. That's what's important, So that was long, but yeah, that's where I stand at this point. Thanks for tuning in, but we're not done though.
So, while we're on this topic, are you excited for Tekken 8? You plan on playing it?
Glad you asked. So, honestly, the game looks exciting. I've been silently grinning the whole time, even though I haven't posted any reactions to the characters, but Law looks great, Paul looks great. Law looks the best he's ever looked. Ever. When can you say that about a Tekken character? Usually they look worse, or they look uncool. Paul looks great. Even King looks great. You guys know I'm a huge King hater. Only one I don't like is Asuka, honestly, in terms of they really turned her looking like a milkman. Like she looked like a schoolgirl in a stereotypical sense. Before she was more of a roughhouser, more of a deviant, and now they kind of made her a peacemaker. If you can see from like the bottom caption if you watch the trailer. But aside from the individual characters, yeah, even Lars looks great. And so, what's not to like? Everything I've been talking about, if you watch my streams in terms of the poor aesthetics of Tekken 7, they seem to fix that in Tekken 8.
Gotcha.
And so, the game looks absolutely exciting. It looks jam-packed. It finally looks like a fighting game tournament. It has that sense of, that flair that you see in Virtual Fighter or Dead or Alive, you know what I mean?
Right.
Especially with the lighting, you have the stage in the city, you have the destructible, the cars. So I'm very excited. Hopefully, you and me and every other Savage Pack member, we're all waiting for Miguel. Yeah. So that's the final trigger. If Miguel's announced, then I'm all in. So that's my response.
Gotcha, bro. Question 8.
I don't even know the answer to that question.
So, where can we see your animation?
Ooh, yeah, I've been kind of MIA on that. And I know you guys have been asking about it recently. Since you see your boys improving, by the way.
You did.
Honestly, the best bet is for now, keep staying tuned. Keep your eyes peeled for any stream I do on Twitch. Was it twitch.com/Hobbs Karate School? Go ahead and go over there. It'll be in the description. Other than that, you can also follow my oh shit, hold on. No, that's it, really. Hold on. Actually, that's it. Okay, hold on. Let me think of something else. Okay. Alright, so, other than that, really, I do plan on streaming more regularly, and a part of that is actually including dedicated animation streams per week. So really, like I said, just stick to my Twitch, and once I have the announcement, then I'll stream regularly. Because you guys know before, when I used to alternate video game streams and animation streams.
Right.
So once I start more regular animation streams, then that'll be the best place to see my animations.
Cool. Gotcha.
Question 9. Are you still planning to make Tekken videos in the future? If not, what type of videos do you plan to make moving forward?
Ooh, that's a good question. Actually, that's the question of the hour right there. So, in terms of Tekken 7, honestly, no. And a lot of you may not want to hear that. So, I'm just going to finish off a series that I've always wanted to do. I'm going to finish a series that I've always wanted to do, which is the community highlights video and a couple other ranked highlight videos that I have sitting around in terms of extra footage. But other than that, no Tekken 7 videos. I hate that game. I want to burn it. I hate it more than Tag 2, actually. And that's saying a lot. Tekken 8, like I said, Miguel's announced, the game's maintaining that level of quality and hype, then I'm all in. And so that answer is yes for Tekken 8. So I'm all in. And your boy's gonna be making videos from the jump. So, we'll see. Stay tuned.
So what type of videos do I plan to make moving forward? Well, let's talk about the direction of Hobbs Karate School. The Hobbs Karate School brand. From now on, drumroll, from now on, the Hobbs Karate School YouTube channel is primarily going to be focused on indie fighting game reviews. Yes, you heard it right. Indie fighting game reviews. This is going to turn less from a Miguel focused Tekken related FGC channel to a general fighting game channel. And so the subcategory of the indie fighting game reviews will be, I'm going to be reviewing retail, indie, and retro fighting games. I'm going to be reviewing fan-made fighting game mods. I'm going to be doing individual character reviews from indie or retro or modded fighting games, as well as what you guys have already seen me do, which is FGC emulator installation and configuration tutorials. So those 4 things are going to be what my channel is about. Like I said, it's all going to be under the umbrella of indie fighting game. Whether it be the characters, the animations, like reviewing certain games. And it's going to be obviously focused on like fighting games on a PC because that's where all the modifications come in, if that makes sense.
Question 10. Hey Hobbs, I love your Mugen tutorials. Plan on making any more?
Ooh, that's another question I'm asked a lot. Thankfully, yes. So you guys will be happy to know that the answer is yes. I do plan on making more Mugen tutorials. I've actually been playing it, messing around with Eichmann, seeing that there's more ways to add tag functionality other than the Add 004 patch. I know Potts is back. I know Eichmann's been getting a lot more press. A lot of exciting things happening there. So more tutorials is coming from Mugen. So definitely stay tuned for that because I know you guys are like very hyped for that. Even my Mugen tutorials gets a lot more views and outreach than Tekken videos even. So can't leave those guys hanging. But yeah, so that's what that is. Thanks for the questions, guys. If you want me to do this again, then respond in the comments. But peace.